Hi, how are you doing today? I am Sheena. Welcome to Yoga with Sheena today. A little bit about class. This will be a little bit vigorous, but still beginner style with some added restorative. I invite you to make sure you have a glass of water. Please get a pillow of some sort, a thicker pillow or maybe two smaller pillows, and then a block if you have a block. If not, a smaller, maybe decorative pillow that's a little bit harder will work. We won't necessarily need them. I'm just going to show you some options with them. So if you don't have them, that's fine. But if you'd like to use them, then you have that option, okay? Let's get started. Remember to always be careful with your body, with your mind. Be taking care of yourself. This yoga is for healing. So it is all about healing the body, connecting the mind, aligning the heart, getting into ourselves, okay? We'll start in a comfortable seated position. If this position is too hard on the knees, please take a soft, cross-legged position. We'll close our eyes. And start just getting into the body. So feeling the breath, listening to the breath, noticing where you're at today. If it's the morning time, remember that we're always tighter in the morning. So be easy with yourself. If it's the evening time, you may be more warmed up just because you've been doing stuff all day. So also be easy on yourself. Know that you might be going further than you need to. We're going to deepen the breath so you can start to get into the breath. So simply elongating the inhale, elongating the exhale. You can exhale through the mouth. Not a forced exhale. Inhaling. Elongating the breath. Exhale, maybe making a slight ha, H-A, ha sound with the mouth. Moving into a more ujjayi breath for the rest of class. So just allowing the lips to lay on top of one another. Inhale to lengthen in the nose. Exhale, exhale through the nose. Inhales are long, deep, invigorating, rejuvenating. Exhales, the same. Let's add movement. Feel free to keep the eyes closed. Make sure you feel comfortable. If you need to take a seated position or a different position, go ahead. Let's inhale the arms up overhead, reach nice and tall. And let's leave the hands up overhead. We're going to open the hands forward. If you need to open the eyes, go ahead. And then as you exhale, we're just going to reach the fingertips out and away, starting to spread the fingers. So adding the elongated breath. As you touch the mat or the ground, inhale, arms come back up overhead. And then exhale, send them down and away. So this may seem easy, and if it seems too easy, then maybe add something to it. Spread your thumb and pinky finger away from each other. Send the shoulders down and away. As you inhale, reach through the middle finger, opening up the hands further, opening up the elbows more, opening up the shoulders more. Reach really nice and tall. One more, exhale, reach down and away. You should be feeling it, right? It doesn't matter how fit you are, how not fit you are, you should be feeling something here, right? So yoga is all about where you're at in your practice. Next, inhale, add the breath. So keep using the breath. Keep using the breath to ignite the postures. This time we're going to touch the palms over the head. If the elbows have to bend a little, that's okay. On the exhale, this time we're going to send the elbows out. So a bend in the elbows, Try and keep a 90-degree angle here. So if you're feeling that, you're just sending the elbows away from the shoulders. And then on the inhale, this time reach them back up. Palms are open. Try and open the fingers wide. So we're actually adding, right, fire into the hands so we can feel the hands start to open, right? Going the opposite direction as our hands, right? We come inward a lot. We're opening outward, spread in the chest. Next inhale, come up. Next exhale, open. Reach the hands out. Right? We're going to take the thumbs and we're just going to reach them back as much as you can. So wrist flexibility is depending on the person. Open the hands towards the ceiling. On your exhale, we're just going to drop the arms down, but keep the hands open. Very nice. Just like that. And then inhale, send them up. We're only going up halfway. So go slow with the arms, but stay long and deep with the breath. Exhale, lower. Like we've got trays on our hands, right? Inhale up. Last one, exhale, lower. We're flipping the hands around all the way. This is halfway. We're going all the way to 3/4 of the way. So palms reach back this time. Inhale, arms up only halfway. When you get up halfway, see if you can add any twist. And then exhale, send them back down, all the way down, palms to the mat. Inhale, same thing. Lift, open, spread in the fingers. Really focus on this one. Exhale, send them down, down, down. 2 more like that. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Remembering we're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Right? Igniting that breath. Very good. Inhale, arms up all the way ahead. We're almost done. We're going to add a twist. We'll twist to the left first. Right arm goes to that left knee, or right hand to the knee, and twist. Inhaling up. Exhale and twist. We're going to do a few like this. So I'll keep talking. You just move. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, like a dance. Find yourself in this ballerina state. Inhale, open, you're beautiful. Exhale, down, right? Really give yourself that confidence. Use your core, press your glutes into the mat and lift. And as you exhale, twist with that raised heart and chest. You're gorgeous. Inhale, open, lift tall. Exhale, twist, maybe gaze a little bit further back, squeeze the belly button in, and inhale, lift, right? Breathing, dancing, exhaling, using the breath to move the body. Forget about the movement. What does the breath do? Exhale. One more. Inhale, lift. There it is. Exhale, twist. See if you can feel the thickness of the air. If you live in the desert like me, it's thin, but I like to pretend. Inhale, lift. If you live in some humidity, you're lifting that air. And then exhale, hands come down. Very nice. Let's move to some cat-cow. Hands and knees. If your knees have any sort of problems, if you've had knee surgery, if you have any sort of plates in the knees, I just recommend just doing it even if it doesn't hurt. Put a blanket down. Take another mat. If you're at home, put 2 mats down. If you're in the grass or at a park, that's even better, right? Because it's soft. So hands and knees. Very good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And we're going to just let this be amazing. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down and round. So once you start to feel into the back, I want you to look for feeling today. Move the neck around. Round in the spine. Move the hips, right? Turn the music up a little bit and get into it. We'll stay with this, so I'll kind of let you move, right? You shouldn't have to look at the screen, just feel through it. Inhale and lift. Exhale and round. Let it be fluid. If it feels good to drop the hips, do it. If it feels good to move the hands out further, go for it, right? We're really looking to say, hey, this is your yoga practice. What can you do to feel amazing? What way can you move today to do something good for yourself, for your body? That's the beauty of yoga. If you can get to that, this practice is all about you. It's being intuitive. It's understanding what you need. It's understanding when to stop and when to take it deeper, right? Maybe bend the feet. Maybe roll in the wrists if that feels good. Maybe take a child's pose. Very good. About 2 more breaths. So ignite the breath. Make sure you're using the breath. Inhale is through the nose. Exhale is through the nose. We're working to a neutral spine. Very nice. So we'll start with the left hand down, and the left knee is going to go about right even with that palm, and we're going to shoot that leg out. So we want that leg to come out as a kickstand so that you've got a good strong base here. If you notice you're struggling, if one arm's too far up, if the knee's wobbling, reposition the pose. Inhale the arm up, exhale, send it back. So this is a feel-good pose. Gate pose. I want you to keep it mobile, fluid. Roll the neck, roll the arm. I want it to feel so good to you. I want it to feel like the best thing you've done for yourself all day. Open, create space in the shoulder, open in the hip. Feel amazing. This practice is for you, by you, with you. So make sure you're here with yourself, right? Not in tomorrow's stuff, not in the past, not in yesterday's, but right here with yourself. If you drift, that's okay. Just come right back. And we'll slowly ground and position for the next side. So here you go. Come back to your neutral spine, even out. Opposite side. Make sure you got that kickstand. Make sure you have padding underneath your knee. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. This is not an aerobics class. There's no race. It's you and your screen, so what the heck? Take a break. Pause it for a second. Rub a knee. Relax. Enjoy this. And then jump into the pose and feel something amazing. Feel your heart open. Feel your neck release. Look for something in the hip. Focusing on the breath as you inhale and create more and more space. And as you exhale, releasing, relaxing, letting the body soften. 2 more breaths on this side. Find what feels good. If you find something that feels good, I suggest you stay there. Turn off the computer and take 10 breaths in that posture and just see what happens. Slowly come back to a neutral spine. We'll keep it going, okay? So downward facing dog. This is going to be a very mobile, fluid downward facing dog. So allow your hips to roll up, but keep your knees bent, right? Roll side to side. Make sure the wrists are happy. Make sure the ankles are happy. Rock and press and roll in the hips. We're just looking for, hey, what feels tight today? Where can I move in a way in which heals me? What can I do that makes me feel amazing? How can I take care of myself and do something good for me? Not that reward, but that healthy, good love. Very nice. We're going to take the longest time to walk to our feet. our hands to our feet, so you can even walk the hands back if that feels fine. We're going to just slowly move into this really soft forward bend, right? Keep the knees bent, especially if you've got any low back pain, if you have any damage, any surgeries, anything in the knees or hips. Just allow yourself to hang in a good way. And then relax. Maybe grab the elbows. Maybe you're at the shins. Maybe you're at the thighs. Wherever you are, let it feel good, right? Make an adjustment for yourself that allows this to be relief. Breathing here, inhaling into the legs, the thighs, the belly. Exhaling, softening. Allow yourself to feel good in this one. What can you do to move in a way in which heals you? How can you breathe in a way in which rejuvenates you? Very good. Let's round up. So roll up nice and slow. Leave the head and neck long. Roll up. Take extra time. Roll in the shoulders. Move a little. Feel the breath. We're going to do super slow, modified sun salutations, okay? I just say modified because there's so many different ways and it depends on what you've done. But we'll just do the ones I show you today, okay? So you'll go stand at the top of your mat. We're going to take a deep inhale, rise up, shoulders down. Exhale, forward bend. Take a lot of time. We're going to work the hands towards the mat. So when I say work, I mean if you're not down on the mat, that's fine. You might need to bend the knees. You might have to spread the toes and feet a little bit. And then you walk the hands down. You put pressure onto the hands and you start to walk the feet back. But you keep having feet on the pressure so there's not too much on the wrists. And you're out in that nice, strong, downward facing dog. Slowly lowering the knees. We're going to take a little softer plank pose. So hips sink, right? Shoulders down and away. Tops of the feet on the mat. Right? If this feels good to you, you're welcome to stay here. If you want to do full plank, go ahead. On your exhale, we're going to slowly lower, shoulders stay down and away. On your inhale, we're going to come up to a cobra. Once again, if you're in plank, that's fine. Maybe you're in a high push-up. Everybody is going to push back to a downward facing dog. Very nice. We're going to walk the left foot up towards the hands. So if this is a lot for you, if you've got to position and move, change, go for it. Just getting that right knee back on the ground. Remember your knees, right? If you need something under that knee, it should already be there. Let's try to keep a 90-degree angle here and sink into the hips. If it's early, if it's the beginning of the day, this might be tight for you. If it's the evening, you might be more open. If you have hip stuff going on, it may hurt, right? So be really mindful of what's going on here. We're moving into the hips. We're taking it nice and slow the first round. And slowly come back to your downward facing dog. We're going to go back through that same little sequence. So you can either do your plank on the knees or you can go high plank to low plank. Include the breath, inhaling into an upward dog or a cobra. So stay with the first sequence if you need. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Very nice. This time, right foot comes up. If you need to grab the right foot, go for it. And then slowly left knee lowers. Slowly. There should be no noise between the knee and the earth. Trying to get that right angle on the right. And to the left, to the right. Allow the hip to soften and release. You're really creating space in the hip. You're feeling the hip. Like, hey, hip. How are you? Hey knee, how are you? Ankles, right? Low back, what's going on today? What do you feel like? What can I do to help you heal, grow in flexibility, muscles strengthen, heart move, open, circulation. What can I do for you? Very nice. Slowly release. We're going back to the downward dog. We're going to skip the plank. We're just going to walk feet towards hands, hands towards feet, bending in the knees, protecting the spine, and we're going to slowly lower up. That's it. Super simple. Very nice. Roll in the shoulders. Step to the front of the mat. One more, a little bit quicker this time. Inhale, lift and create space. Exhale, forward bend. Slowly releasing back to your downward dog. If it takes you an extra second, it's fine. If it takes you an extra breath, that's fine too. Slowly releasing to either your high plank or your plank with the knees. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe you come to the knees first. Maybe you press all the way up. Left foot comes forward for your lunge. Do what you have to do to get there. This time we'll take it a little bit deeper. Either still, hands on the ground, hands on the thigh, or if you're into it, hands all the way up. 2 breaths here. If you're catching up, take your time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Very nice. Slowly release. Moving back through your sequence. If you've got it, go for it. Use your breath. Otherwise, follow along with me. Inhale, high plank or low plank with the knees. Exhale, chaturanga or onto the belly. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, everyone, downward facing dog. Right foot comes forward, left knee comes down. We're in our lunge on the opposite side. So hands down, hands on the knee. Skip the knee on the thigh, excuse me. Hands come up. 2 breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Very good. Slowly release. Downward facing dog for everybody. Feet towards hands, hands towards feet. Forward bend. Slowly round up. Shoulder roll. Very nice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really great, and I suggest that every morning if you can. That's a great way to get the body going. So even if you just did everything we've done to that moment, each morning, 5 days a week, 7 days a week is even better. You're gonna feel great to get the body moving, to get the spine going, to get the circulation flowing. So really nice to get that body moving, okay? We'll just do a few actual strengthening postures and a little bit of stretching, and then we'll be done. So that's a good round for everybody if that's what you feel is good for you today. If you've got more time, stick it out a little bit longer with us, okay? Let's inhale the arms up overhead. Let's exhale the hands to the hips and step the right or left leg out nice and long. So you just stay on your mat or you're still wherever you're at on a soft surface. Roll in the hips. We're going to allow ourselves to sink down. Hands can come down to the mat if you're flexible. Maybe keep them on the shins if that feels good. Bend the knees as much as you need. And I'll give you some variations. So you can just hang out today, relax, let the head fall heavy. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, hands can come to the shins and you can pull yourself back, allowing the shoulders to come up. A little bit deeper, maybe stepping on the hands with the heels. Really working to feel something delicious in this posture today. Inhaling into the upper back and the shoulders. Exhaling, allowing yourself to take the pose further, maybe straightening in the knees a little bit more. You kind of work to externally rotate the hips. That will open up the glutes here, creating more space to lengthen in the spine. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. To come out, let's walk ourselves up today. Walk yourselves up the legs and slowly release. We'll come to the front of the mat, step forward. Take a breath to center. Very nice. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to exhale. We're going to step left foot back. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. So we're working into warrior 2. Check on the heels here. You want that right heel in line with the left. The back left foot is slightly canted. We're working the knee so it stays 90 degrees. So if you have to scooch the foot out, go for it. And you want to bend long thigh here. So it's like if somebody came in front of you and pulled on that thigh to reach it out forward, that's how you want. We want to engage this back left thigh. Sometimes, right, we might have that wobbly more knee, right? My knee gets caught up and it kind of hyperextends. If you engage the thigh here, the knee will be protected, and that's all you need. That's all you need. Reach right hand in front, left arm back. We're reaching to pull the arms out of the sockets. You could spread the fingers and spread the hands. How about that? Nice big deep inhale into the chest. Exhale. Deepen. Very nice. Shoulders down and away. Try and engage the triceps. We're not here too much longer. See if for the last 2 breaths you can engage the triceps. If you're getting a little shake, awesome. That's what you want, a little shake. That means we're growing, we're engaging, we're doing something different. Very nice. We're going to bend the elbows. We're going to take the right forearm down to the right thigh. So stay away from the knee. If you need to adjust, please do. Keep the leg bent as much as possible. We're going to open in that entire hip, and we're going to reach the left arm up and over today. From here, try and release in the neck. So keep the eyes open. Press all parts of your feet into the mat. We'll open in the shoulder. So this area here is open. And we're lifting, twisting, creating space. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Slowly come right back up to your warrior 2. And we're just going to switch sides, okay? Nice strong thighs. If you need a moment to take a break, please do. Adjust. Send that left thigh parallel to the mat. Try and get it parallel. Remember, someone's pulling open in the hip there. Arms come up and long. Shoulders come down and away. Left hand reaches forward. Right arm reaches back. Lengthen. Add your breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Sink in the hips. Fire up the thighs. Fire up the feet. You should feel even this thigh engaged. Very nice. We'll soften into that modified pose here. Elbow bent. Send the left forearm down to the left thigh. Reach the right arm high. And over. Side ankle pose. Release in the head and the neck so that the head is soft, the neck is soft. Make sure you're engaging. It's almost like the inner thighs rotate inwards And that's where you feel the squeeze in the pelvis. Tuck the tailbone, engage the abdomen. Reach, release in the neck, let that go. Roll in the shoulder, maybe roll the wrists. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Slowly come right back up. We'll come hands to the hips. We're going to step it back up from the very beginning. Very good. Just down onto the ground. Let's do a pigeon pose for more restorative posture from here. So we'll do pigeon on each side. We'll let it be restorative. I told you I'd let you use some props today. So I'd get any props that'll allow you to take your pigeon pose a little bit deeper, but then feel that relaxation today, okay? So we got heated from our side angle pose and our warrior 2, which is awesome. So now we can use that heat to move right into our pigeon posture, okay? So we'll start with the left leg. Almost how we started in our lunge. So sink into the hips, allow this lunge to be nice, like this, okay? We'll walk that foot over, and you're gonna work this leg down. So a little more strengthening posture. You want that shin to work parallel to the mat, right? Flexibility-wise, that'll shift as you become more flexible, okay? So if the leg has to come in, that's fine. Where you really wanna set up the posture is your back leg. So top of the foot comes to the mat and roll the hip in, right? So this hip rolls in so that you've got this nice long leg in the back. Grab your props and slowly release into the pose. So do what feels comfortable so that you can hang out for a second. You're sinking into the hips. If you need less props, go for it. Use less. If you can lay all the way down, awesome, lay down. But here's where we add the breath. So I want you to try inhaling into that low belly so you can feel the entire low belly fill up with breath. And exhaling, allowing that area to soften so that you can feel little cell by cell, little tendon by tendon. You can feel that release. You're giving yourself the permission to relax. And for some of us, that is one of the hardest things to do. Giving yourself permission to relax. How many of us are so caught up in our day-to-day, with our children, with our work, with our families, with our own illnesses or troubles, that we forget to just tell ourselves, hey, it's okay to relax. We may even be sitting on the couch watching TV with tension in our jaw, right? It's okay to relax. You've got to tell yourself, you've got to make it a practice. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And I invite you, if you're feeling good and you have the time, pause the video and stay here for 3 minutes. Explore what can happen when you stay in a pose, when you stay past the point of wanting to come out of the pose. The beauty of being able to do these videos online and to be able to be here with you in this capacity is that you can pause the video. You can take the time. You are learning a practice at home now, which means once you get enough of these tools in your toolbox, you can create your own practice. Design it for yourself. Very nice. We'll come out in a really easy way. So you'll roll over onto your left hip and we'll just spin around. And that's it. Awesome. So it's just coming out of the pose, rocking the hips, feeling nice and good. See if you can feel different from one hip to the next. I always love that. It's like, oh wow, I know that that posture did something for me. We'll come on to the other side. Remember to have your props nearby, right? We worked from the lunge, so you're in that lunge, and then you're working the hip down, you're crawling the foot over. If you're more flexible, you're working that shin parallel to the front of the mat. Otherwise, foot kind of comes in. We're rocking the hip forward. So sometimes we want to be like this. And excuse me, for those of us less flexible, and I should have said on the other side, so shame on me. If the hip comes up a lot on the one side, you can always take a block and prop it under there, or a pillow, or something like that. So that'll allow the hips to twist rather than being like this, really open, right? You want to get in alignment. And then you're slowly working down, top of the foot onto the mat. Find your position. Relax. Soften into the pose. See where you're holding on. See where there's tension. Is there tension in the jaw or in the throat? Swallow a few times. Let the throat be soft. Are you holding tension in the shoulders? Release them. Are you holding tension in this right foot? Allow it to soften. If there's a lot of tension on the knee, flex the foot. So that does help when you're more parallel to the mat. And allow yourself to release. We'll go back to that inhalation, that long, deep inhalation through the nose. And that really long, deep exhale. That's what's taking you in these poses. That's what's giving you that permission to relax. And then, how about using that breath in our day-to-day? Using the breath when we're stressed, when we're having a conversation that's difficult, when we're in traffic and driving and in a hurry, when we feel like we need to get something done faster than we possibly can, because we only can do what we can. So infuse the breath to relieve the stressors, to lower the cortisol. Stress is of the mind. Yes, it feels so external, but it is only how we react to the external. So learn to respond with ease and watch your external turn into a dance. Always working with you, for you, never against you. 2 more breaths on this side, and remember, same thing. Pause the video if you like. If you're feeling this pose, you want to take it deeper, take some time, put on some music. Sometimes just to get myself deeper into these poses now, I'll do some work while I'm in a posture. I'll edit a video or read a book, just because I know you need the time to get deeper. In releasing, we're just going to send over onto the hip like we did before, and allow the legs to come back to close. Very nice. That should feel really good. So that posture, pigeon posture, is excellent for sleep. I've always had restless legs. I always had that since I was little. They thought it was growing pains. And then as I got older and I was not growing anymore, I think it was more of just a restless leg thing. I maybe carry anxiety in my legs. Maybe I don't stretch enough, whatever. But that pigeon pose has helped me through many restless nights of sleep. So I recommend that, right? Clears out a lot of that built up energy in the piriformis along the glutes, relieves sciatica. So good for you, okay? That's all I have for you today. Please enjoy. Go back, pause the film. These postures, what I'm doing here is intended to allow you to build your own practice at home. So please do that. Start to build your own practice. There's a lot of information online. I don't know all the postures, and I spend a lot of time researching online postures, taking, pieces from this practice to this practice and really building what feels good to me, okay? I hope you have a beautiful day. Take time with yourself. Start to form a meditation practice. Meditating right after a class like that is very good because you're calm, you're in the moment, you're connected. It was a pleasure. This was fun, and subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on social media. I'm working on building more and more of this. I have a great website online if you want to do private sessions, if you would like a class. I do live in Las Vegas, and I do offer classes in person as well. It's kind of a different time, so the Zoom classes allow you to do it out of your own home, but I will come to a park or a house or a place that's comfortable for you as well. So thank you very much. I am Sheena. Namaste. Sat Nam. You're beautiful. I appreciate you.